Objective journalism is dead, and that's why I've always said all we have left in the world are political commentators. People simply giving their opinions on what happened, and then it's on us to piece together the truth, because there is only one truth. That's why I felt inspired to start this series, Who Is? As always, I have partnered with Ground News, excited to give to you the third episode, Who Is Matt Walsh? Matt Walsh is a political commentator for the Daily Wire. Married and a father of 6, he is also the host of The Matt Walsh Show, which garners tens of millions of views every month through YouTube and other social media outlets. He rose to fame in 2022 with his documentary, What is a Woman?, about gender ideology, which has amassed over 200 million views. Now, there are many instances that really tie together what made Matt Walsh famous, but the biggest ones surround gender ideology.
Even tell you what these words mean. Like, what is a woman?
Well,
Can you tell me what a woman is?
no, I can't. Because it's not for me to say. Womanhood looks different.
His outspoken opposition to government shutdowns and lockdowns.
So what is the cause that we are here for? It's very simple. We are here to fulfill one of our most fundamental obligations as Americans, as adults, as human beings, and that is to protect our children.
He is known for his book, Johnny the Walrus.
Walrus. This book is all about identity and imagination. I'm Johnny the Walrus, he said with a roar. The wood floor's my ocean. The carpet's my shore. He's swimming around like a walrus. Isn't that so?
And of course, his documentary, What is a Woman?
I'm not a woman, so I can't really answer that.
Women only know what women are.
Are you a cat?
No.
Can you tell me what a cat is? Do you want to tell us what a woman is?
Matt is also known for his dry comedy and goofy bits. Now let's talk a little bit about something we can all agree on. The media is biased. That's why I've partnered with Ground News. Ground News is an organization that compiles the news together, shows bias ratings, as well as different information about media companies so that you're able to consume your news safely, knowing the biases, who owns certain companies, etc. If you go down to the description below, you will see my personal link. You'll get 15% off a subscription to Ground News. Some subscriptions go as low as $1. I use it for a lot of my videos. It is a fantastic service in order for you to know the kind of media you are consuming. As always, everyone, I want to finish this video with giving my thoughts of Matt Walsh and some of the biases that he has. One of the things that drives Matt Walsh the most as a political commentator is his faith. He's very right-leaning and he is a devout Catholic. This is important to know because a lot of the issues that he chooses are issues that are more social in nature. So if you're looking for a political commentator that is more talking about the economy or other fiscal things, he's probably not your guy. He focuses most on gender ideology, abortion, as well as elections. A couple of things that I really love about Matt Walsh is I love how he started his career. So for those of you who didn't know, Matt Walsh used to have a blog as well as did a lot of radio through Blaze. Blaze doesn't exist anymore, but Matt Walsh started his show in his car, which I really love that fact. If you go back to his early videos, when I first started Matt Walsh watching his show, it's literally just him in his car with like a little microphone, and the quality's really bad, probably even better, probably a little better than the quality of this show, but it's really bad, and he just talks, and it was awesome, and it grew slowly until he went with the Daily Wire and obviously took off after that. Another thing that I love about Matt Walsh is What is a Woman is fantastic. Now, I'm assuming everyone watching me probably has seen it at this point, so I don't know if I need to say that much about it, but it was absolutely revolutionary in the way that we talk about gender ideology, and it's probably educated more Americans and honestly everyone in the world about the dangers of gender ideology than anything else, which is a pretty fantastic achievement for Matt Walsh. The other thing that I really love about him is that he doesn't take things too seriously. He kind of just speaks from the heart. I wouldn't say he considers himself much of like a heavy intellectual. Even though he is very smart, he doesn't really build himself up that way. And so I think that gives him a really strong ethos and connects well with the audience. Again, understanding his biases, very Catholic, very right-leaning, And so it's important to understand that going into it. He's definitely a little bit more inflammatory than most political commentators. Probably the most inflammatory host from the Daily Wire. Probably up there with maybe Candace Owens. They're about the same. And that's maybe something that I don't love about him as much. I think it's awesome how honest he is. I think there are times where the inflammatory comments he makes go beyond persuasion. So I think that's important in looking at what he's doing. I would say for the most part, he's really catering towards conservatives, with the notable exception of What is a Woman, that I think really catered to liberals, independents, and conservatives alike. And I think it brought a lot of people onto the conservative side of gender ideology. The other just kind of downside to Matt Walsh, which I kind of brought up earlier, is that he only really talks about social issues. And so if you're wanting to talk more about the economy, fiscal responsibility in the United States, he's probably not your man. He doesn't really care much for it. And again, going back to some of his strengths, he doesn't really act like an expert on it because he doesn't know a ton about it, so he doesn't talk about it. He really sticks to things that he cares most about, that are such as social issues like abortion and gender ideology. Thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. Please go down below in the comments, comment what you thought about Matt Walsh, this video, as well as don't forget to subscribe and like. Thanks.